Hello, I'm Matt Guf from House.com. This is Jason Henderson from Burton Snowboards, and these are two bindings that we're going to compare: the Custom and the Mission. Jason, welcome back to Burton, Minneapolis, day 2.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Love it.
Yeah, me too. It's always nice having Jason in. He's so smart, and he's been with Burton for 17 years now.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a long time. He knows probably the most about Burton out of any person that I know, a lot. And that's why I love having him in. And he's going to kind of walk us through two bindings that are really well-rounded, that a lot of people gravitate towards: the Custom and the Mission. Both of them have reflex mounting styles with a disc that you can mount on any board out there, and they have EST style options where the mounting hardware is on the lateral and medial side of the base plate that can be mounted on channel system boards. A lot of people like both of these bindings. They're great price points. Mm-hmm. What would kind of differentiate the rider between this one and this one?
Well, the Custom is definitely going to be a little bit softer ride, a little bit different. Yeah, because it's the base plate material is a polycarbonate, which is definitely a softer material. So, and softer isn't necessarily bad,
Right.
So that's one thing we kind of want to kind of emphasize there. It depends on what you want in a binding. A lot of the jib guys, they like soft bindings. They want something to take that twitchiness out of the board, things like that. So a softer binding, it can be a good thing.
Right.
So. Especially like if somebody's a lighter weight rider, they might not, need a stiffer binding anyway.
Right.
So it really depends on what you're looking for. Mm-hmm. So basically, difference between the two, you go to Mission, you go to the fiberglass reinforced nylon composite, which is, definitely a lot more responsive, a lot stiffer. Yep. So still going to flex, because it's reflex, going to flex with the board this way, but you get that toe and heel edge response. The high back itself is a little stiffer too, more responsive. It's just going to transfer more energy to the board.
Right. They have a lot of different adjustments, toolless adjustments. The Custom has a micro four lean, and the Mission has the dial flat, and they both have a wonderful mold injected toe strap. This is the Super Grip.
Yeah, Super Cap.
Cap.
Yeah, so it's basically it's a injection molded, which in manufacturing processes there's no waste to it. As you pull that out, there's always a little bit of flashing they trim off, but all that goes into recycling. Versus a fabric, there's always going to be a little bit of waste, with that, because this comes out of a pattern. It's got to be stitched and glued, and and all that. So the injection molded straps definitely, and we find them they last longer too.
Right. Yeah. So looking at them, the biggest differences, are the high back, a little bit stiffer here in the Mission, and then there's also the ankle straps too. This is a mold injected.
This is more of our
traditional.
Yeah, our traditional. What's going on in the inside of the strap? It has kind of a spine that looks similar to that. It is molded and everything, and then there's fabric and padding that's kind of stitched to it. Right. But this is kind of just your traditional kind of one-piece strap. Where you go to the hammock straps, they have the spine through the middle, so that attaches everything there. That's where all your response and the buckle is attached to, and that's where all that comes from. But then this acts as the padding. Right. So it's kind of like a hammock. It just molds to the shape of the boot, and takes out all the pressure points and all that. So, and again, 100% injection molded, so lasts longer, more comfortable. Greener in the manufacturing process. Mm-hmm.
And both of them come in great colorways, of course, in great price points. If you could kind of throw a couple boards that would work well with the Custom and the Mission, what boards would you ride with them?
So I'd say Custom. You're looking at the Ripcord, Instigator, Descendant. Right. It could be a good, even like the Kilroy Twin. Kind of the softer. The Kilroy series could be, a good setup there. And then also, for some of those tweener kids that are like, the Custom Smalls, the Roll Model, which is like the kids' family tree board. Right. Could be a good option for those kids.
Cool. Right, because you were saying earlier that a lot of young kids who have big feet don't really have the weight or the power to drive a binding that with a nylon composite style base plate like you'll find starting out in the Mission and moving up, but they could really get on a Custom, and the Custom can accommodate their large foot size in a smaller or a softer style base plate and platform.
Yep.
Right.
So, yeah, and then Mission, best bang for the buck. It's going to drive any of the boards in the line. I guess if you're, you're buying, even if you're a beginner, you're buying a binding that's going to last you. I mean, they're all going to last, but as far as something that you're going to be able to progress with, the Mission will, will take you on that journey.
Right, right. Yeah, these are incredible, great bindings, awesome price points, different needs. You can throw these things on some power boards and just kind of get loose too, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Jayson, thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you guys for watching. Again, let us know what you think of the custom and the Mission by leaving a comment below. You can check out the bindings by selecting the links in the description. Subscribe to the channel there, check out more vids there, and hopefully we'll see you guys on snow. Peace.